talk about happiness. I do. There are two reasons why I talk about happiness. One's political, and one's practical. The political one is, our country was built on the concept of life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. And no one talks about it. But that's what actually matters. Why? This is a practical reason. If you're a happy New Yorker, you stay in New York. Right now, about 100,000 New Yorkers, like over 100,000 New Yorkers leave New York every single year. We pack up and bail. Last year was over 150,000. I'll ask anybody in this room, know someone who's left? Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. How many of you have considered leaving? Yes, tons. Every single one I go to, no matter where I am, whether I'm in Suffolk County, Manhattan, Queens, Bronx, Rochester, Watertown, Albany, doesn't matter. Everywhere I go, I ask that question, the exact same thing. That's hurting us badly. It is hurting us horribly. Our environment right now is literally breaking up families as people are leaving this state because they don't want to be here anymore. Right? You get it, right? It's breaking up families, literally. I want happy New Yorkers. Because if you're happy, you stay. If you're happy, you grow your business here. If you're happy, you grow your life and family here. If you're happy, you retire here. If you're happy, you spend your pension here. That's what I want to happen. But it's not happening. Imagine for a second in my perfect world. You live in New York, and you love it so much that you have a job, and you keep your job in New York the entire time. You have a family. You raise your kids here. Your kids go to school here, get educated here. And they like it that they get a job here in New York. And you're so happy that when you retire, you get your pension, you retire here, and you spend your pension in New York. In fact, you have a great pension. You start a business after you retire using your pension. Wouldn't that be amazing? I want that to be the norm. That's not the norm now. It's not. I wish it was. It's not the norm with the kids, because kids get educated, and then what do? They leave. There's not enough opportunity here, so they leave. People retire, take their pension. What do? They go to Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, Arizona, Tennessee. That's a bigger problem than you might think. Why? We're paying for people's pensions right now through our taxes. We are literally paying pensions, and guess where they're spending that money? Someplace else. We're writing checks to Florida. That's what we're basically doing. We're writing checks to Florida. Rick Scott, the governor, literally said that. He's like, thank you, Cuomo. Thanks to you. You're literally giving us a bunch of money. Appreciate it. We're part of their budget.
Wow.
That's a problem. And I can't blame the retiree. How can I? I can't blame the pensioner. How can I? We've been in environments where they don't want to be here. That's our fault. That's our fault. Why is it our fault? Here's why. For the past 16 years, the Democrats have run this state. There has not been a Republican winning a statewide election in this state. Governor, lieutenant governor, AG, senator, nothing. For 16 years. For 16 years, Democrats have run this state. And we keep voting for them. If they were going to fix it, they'd fix it already. But guess what? Republicans are no better. For 16 years, Republicans have watched Democrats run this state. For 16 years. And for 16 years, Republicans have voted for them. And I'll ask you, 16 years watching, where's your plan? Where's your movement? Nowhere. They sit back and watch, complain, and do nothing. So, how do I know that? Look at the current model right now. Right now, our current governor, His Majesty King Andrew, hold on a second. Right now, his entire campaign is one thing. Trump is evil. That's his whole campaign. How does that help any New Yorker? How does that give anyone a better opportunity? How does it give anyone a better education? How does that make someone's business all of a sudden become valuable when it wasn't? How does that give you a better job? How does that make you happy in any way, shape, or form? It doesn't. Republicans know better. What's his answer? Cuomo's corrupt. That's his entire campaign. I just give you both campaigns in 2 sentences. His entire campaign, Cuomo's corrupt. And we wonder why he can't make any traction. And we wonder why he can't break 30%. And we wonder why he's going nowhere. And he has no answers, no ideas. Cuomo's corrupt. Great. How does that help anyone in this room? It doesn't. I've been doing this for 1 year. 1 year I've been doing this. In 1 year, I have a plan for almost everything, and you've asked me, I'll answer any question you want. And I have a movement. How do I know that? You're here. That's how I know. I do 3 or 4 events off at any given day. The press is even here. Yes, hi. Yes, even the press is here. So yes, people are here, they're seeing it. This is a movement. In 1 year, what is the Democrat or Republican's excuse? I can do it in 1 year. Neither of them can do it in 16. That's where we are right now. And I said, well, Larry, that sounds good, but don't people say things like, well, you're not a Republican or a Democrat, so you can't win? I hear that all the time. The criticism you will hear from me very often is, not that my ideas are good, people love my ideas. They say, ideas are great. You can't vote for him. He can't win. That's what I get. All right, let's go both sides. If you're a Republican, is your Republican going to win? Stop. Just stop. Hasn't happened in 16 years. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Awesome. Well, Democrat, because Democrats love Cuomo, right? Yeah, he just laughed. Thank you. Yes, he just laughed. No, they had too. Cynthia Nixon's proof of that. Cynthia Nixon didn't have any experience. They said she was just a popular person. She got 37% of the vote in a Democratic primary. Over half a million votes in a Democratic primary. There's a lot of Democrats that don't like Cuomo. So what kind of guy or gal could actually make this happen? Somebody who get Democrats, Republicans, Independents, and those who don't vote. And that's who I'm getting. That's all. Is everybody in this room who's comfortable telling me if you happen to be a registered Democrat? Registered Democrat?
A what?
Is anybody in this room who's a registered Democrat? There are a couple, good. Any people in the room who are registered Republicans? Awesome. Anybody in this room registered, but neither of those two? Great. Anybody here in this room who has not voted in the last 2 election cycles? There we go. That happens every single event. If you watch any of my live streams, I ask those 4 questions all the time. And I get someone of all 4 of those every single time. Try to find that at the Cuomo event. Wait, you can't find a Cuomo event. Okay, so scratch that. So try to find that in a Republican event. You can't. Once you find a Republican event, a bunch of registered Republicans. So you find that's not winnable. This is winnable. But not just that. This is a 5-way race. 5 ways. That means 30 or 35% can actually win this thing. That's a victory. 30 or 35% can actually win this thing. Crazy. And I'm growing. I am growing and growing and growing. The recent poll just came out, graphics marketing. I'm at 13%. 13%. You guys know I'm a libertarian, right? This is New York State, right? 13% is insane. You know who else was polling in that same arena in the 90s? A guy named Jesse Ventura. He was actually polling under there. He was polling about 9–10%. Yeah, and he won. I'm at 13. I'm better than him. This is a winnable race, guys. And it's most winnable because people aren't seeing me coming. Why? Because I'm copying both the Trump and Obama model. Obama in 2008 used email when nobody else was using email. Now everyone uses email. It was 10 years ago. When Obama did that, it was like the biggest, coolest thing. Right? I remember those days. If you all remember those days, you used email to raise money, email to reach out to people. It was a big deal. Oh my God, you want to use email. Trump used Twitter. Everybody was laughing when Trump used Twitter. Everybody was laughing when Trump used Twitter. They were laughing when Obama was using email. Both of them became president. They did something right. Whether you like Obama or Trump, they got elected. What am I using? Facebook and podcasts. And you all see it. How many of you saw me in a podcast? Yep, put the hands go up. Yeah. Yeah. You going to tell me Cuomo's going to go on a podcast? He's never going on a podcast. He won't even answer a question. Wait a minute. How are you, sir? He won't even answer a question. So podcasts and Facebook. Let me ask you guys are all here, and let me ask, how many of you saw my TV commercial on TV? Yeah, nobody got that. Yet you're all here. Yet you're all here. They're all dropping tons of money on commercials. Yet they can't even do any better on that polling at all. They stay the same. And they drop literally hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars on this. They're throwing all their money away. I got you here. This is how it's going to happen. By you showing up, carrying the $10. This is sure you understand. This is a winnable race. But something else you'll notice if you see me speak. One thing I never have. Note, in over a year, I've been speaking to people. I've never had a note. I just talk. You never see me do this. Hello. I would like to say that I truly believe this thing someone wrote for me. Yeah, you've never seen me ever. I don't do that. I actually just talk. The ideas I have are my ideas and I think make sense. And I don't have a problem telling you what I feel. Not just that. I don't have rules. You don't see me in a prepared town hall with questions that come through my handler from the audience. I just take whatever you have to say. I take people who are angry, people who are happy, and many of you watched, I take people who are really angry. And I ask them to stay. And I ask them to talk to me. Because here's what I know. I can't turn you if I can't talk to you. I'm here to talk. I actually want to talk to you, and I want you to know that I get it. That I understand what you're going through, and I want to make it better. Next, I answer every question. I never dodge. And if you ask me a question, I actually answer it. I was actually with a 15-year-old kid interviewing me. He was outside of Albany. And he was laughing. I said, wow, this is an amazing interview. I said, why? He goes, usually when I interview people, he's a school reporter in the Albany area, so he interviews tons of politicians. He says, usually I have to always frame the question the right way to get them to answer anything. Yeah, exactly. He said, I just said something, you started talking. Yeah, I'll tell you what I think, absolutely. He said, not just that, you didn't pander to me. You didn't say how honored you were. I said, you're 15. That's what I told him. You're lucky I'm talking to you. What are you talking about? Right? So I told him, serious, so I said it. He's like, I know, you were just honest. Like, yeah, I'm just honest, absolutely. I'm the guy who just talks. That's what I do. So I could sit here and I could chat for hours. I absolutely could. But what I'd rather do, instead of talking for hours, is get some questions from you guys. There are some new people here who I haven't seen before, and some who I have seen. If you have a question or a comment, I would love for you to just ask that question or comment. I will answer everything, and I'll go into anything that matters to you. So please, we open up right now. Any questions or comments? Go ahead, please.
Well, my question is regarding education. Well, a couple of things, actually. The education. I was just at a CPAC meeting this morning, and I don't know if you've heard of Leonie Hameson. She is the founder of Class Size Matters. And you're aware back in 2006 or 7, the Campaign for Fiscal Equity won a lawsuit against the DOE for $5.6 billion to reduce class sizes. That was the mandate that they were supposed to do. Bloomberg didn't do it, and de Blasio's not doing, and they're still owed another 3-point-something billion.
I thought it was almost 4 billion.
Possibly.
Yeah, I thought
the total cost.
I remember it was almost 4 billion.
Yeah. So what will you do to ensure that that money gets to the right schools, not charter schools, public schools, to reduce the class sizes in our public schools?
Let's be clear about several things. I'm going to go through my education program. Does anybody not know? Does anyone here not heard my education plan? So many of you. Okay, good. So let me cover it real fast. I'll cover that, which will include funding and all those things. I am actually a fan of deregulating and decentralizing education in general. I want to make it to where local school districts have more control and more power in their own worlds than they have right now. Centralized control has rarely ever worked. Let me give you all the time centralized control has worked. Finished. Okay, so what I'd like to do is adjust that. I'm going to make a little bit of a change in that. So first thing, I want to make it to where if you go to, in schools, there is no standardized testing until high school. None, not until high school. Why? Standardized testing is an unfair way of grading teachers. It's an unfair way of rewarding students. It actually has no indication of success for a kid at that age, and it makes the kids who don't test well feel stupid. And now they're labeled as dumb kids. This is a bad idea. It is nothing but hurtful and should not exist. We will end that period. High school, yes. Prior to high school, no standardized testing. All right, what will happen when we do that? Number one, we'll probably lose Common Core, which is going away anyway.
Yay,
so it's fine. Let it go away. Common Core is not, should never be banned. I'm not against Common Core. I am against the mandate that forces teachers to use Common Core. And that is a nuance, but an important one. If you're an educator, you know there's a small group of kids who actually learn better on Common Core, small percentage. If you happen to get that kid in your class, feel free to use Common Core. Common Core should be another tool that teachers may use if they choose to. I'm the only candidate who actually says, let teachers teach, then I let them teach. Actually do that, I don't just add administrators. Because that becomes the next piece. The next piece is, we will lose federal funding. We will lose, give or take, $4 billion in federal funding. Right now, the actual school budget for New York State is about $60 billion. About $4 billion of that comes from the federal government. We will lose that. But hold on, I have an answer for that. Just keep that number in your head. We will lose about $4 billion. That will go away. But when that goes away, there's an advantage. With that money going away, you know what else goes away? Strings. Strings the federal government puts on local school districts. What else goes away? Grants. And people are always writing for grants, grant writing to get money from the federal government, which also comes with more strings. What does that mean? A whole lot of administrators. Lots and lots of administrators. The administrators can now go away. What does that mean to the actual school district? Well, not all of the way, obviously, but many of them can. I will not fire any of them. The school district will decide which ones are valuable and which ones aren't valuable. I don't have a problem with that. They will decide. The average school teacher in New York State makes $80,000.
Yep.
Some make lower, some make like 40, some make over 100, but the average makes 80. The average administrator makes over six figures.
About 150,000.
That's correct. Some make as high as 2 or 300,000. Some do. The average makes about a little over 150. Thank you. Over six figures. Right? So now you have that number. You dump 2 administrators. You can easily hire 3 teachers and go give raises if that's appropriate. Who will decide? Not me. The local school will decide. Perhaps you require another Spanish teacher. Maybe you need some more computers. All good. There is one key piece that I have to everything, and that is transparency. If you're taking state money, you must be 100% transparent. So I must see where every dollar is going. I must see how many kids are in your classrooms. You will not have an excuse to not hire teachers anymore. If you don't have teachers, great, you can make that happen now because I've given you a surplus. You can do that now. Let me keep going, I'm not done. K through 12 itself is an anachronism that should not exist anymore. We need to go through K through 10. The last 2 years for too many kids in high school, and many of them, gym, study hall, smoking weed, video games. That is far too many, right? Would you agree? He's like, as they say, it's true, yes, it's true, yes, I'm not making this up, this is true. Yes, too many are doing that, right? Now some are rock and roll, that's okay. Those kids will be fine anyway. I'm worried about all the kids who aren't doing well, who are screwing around. If they're doing that, how do you know they're doing that? Because the people who went to college recently, the first year of college is 13th grade. Because no one's ready for college. Oh, you're not yet. You know that's true. Yep, exactly. All the time. Right? Yes, 13th grade. With that in mind, now add on top of that, the average kid takes 6 years to graduate college. If he or she even graduates. We have some of the lowest graduation rates we've ever had. They're dropping out and not graduating. Now here's the worst part. Kid graduates. She's 24 years old. Never had a job. You wonder, why do they have no work ethic? I don't get it. Never had a job. Or worse, at 24 years old, they have a degree that has no value. There's no opportunity for them here. They got $100,000 in debt, and they got to work at Starbucks. That's a lose again. Lose, lose, lose. I'm going to change that instead. How about instead?
Yeah, it's just on some of the stats you're saying, I have some questions or concern about.
Tell me.
Sure. So, having worked with government and community relations, I have found out years ago that DOE here in New York City only plans for 65% of students to even get to the 11th grade.
That's correct. Yes, we have horrible dropout rates. Correct.
And that starts in the middle school because there's not enough support in the middle school. So how, instead of saying, you know, this K through 10 and allow for those kids to attrition out of high school, how do we raise graduation rates so that, you know, not of the 63%, maybe only, you know, 67% of them will graduate?
No, I'm going to give it. So let me finish my plan, and then I'll go back to that. I will answer your question, 100%. Let me finish it, I'll wrap it up, and I will get back to both your issue and your issue. All right? Please don't let me forget. I'll get back to both of them. So my point being, once we go through that 10th grade, at that point, take a test. If you pass your test, you get a high school diploma. You're done. High school diploma, have a nice day, you're good. At At this point, you have 5 choices. The New York State Constitution is very clear. It says we have to pay for grades 1 through 12. State has to pay. No worries, we take care of that. But here's what we're going to give them an option to do. Option 1, if you think college is right for you, awesome. The problem is we've been told a lie. And the lie is the only way to success is to get a great, New York State Regents diploma, which has absolutely 0 value. Say it again. Absolutely zero value. Sure. No one cares about your Regents diploma at all. No one does. I hire and fire. No one has ever said, oh my God, Regents diploma? You're hired. Never happened ever. Or the advanced Regents diploma, completely useless, has no value whatsoever, and you will not hear one person tell you that but me. It has no value. It is a waste of your time and energy. It is a waste of your testing. It is a waste of administrators. It does nothing for you but make other kids feel dumb. That's all it does. It is useless. It should go away. I'm embarrassed that I can say that. It is so terrible. No one benefits from it at all except some people who've got to check a box. There's no value whatsoever. So that goes away, which is good. We've also been told a lot you have to then go to college and get a great college degree to be successful, sit behind a computer all day. That is a way to success, not the only way to success. There are many ways to success. That's one of them. If you think that's right for you, instead of wasting your time in 11th or 12th grade, go to a prep school. Go to a 2-year prep school that prepares you for college. Maybe you'll get a better scholarship. Maybe you'll graduate in 3 years. But you'll be ready to rock and roll when you get there. There'll be no 13th grade for you because you're taking your time those 2 years to go through it, whether it's for biology or history or English or whatever's your thing. You pick. Start that now at 16, figure out where you want to go so you can get in that good college. Maybe you take advantage of incubators, take advantage of internships because you're ready to rock and roll. You have a better college environment. That's not for you. You know why? Because you're that genius kid. You're that genius kid, that kid, test taker is easy for you, you're book smart. Awesome. Take an SAT now, go to college at 16. Get an associate's degree by the time you're 18. Go now. Why are you being bored? Go to college now. You're that good? Go. You're 18, you got an associate's degree, you're going to be a scientist anyway. Go. Good for you. You don't want to do that. No worries. Go to trade school. I know we have BOCES now. I know we do. The reality is, you know as well as I do, the image of BOCES is terrible. It's terrible. You have people who are constantly saying things like, oh, don't go to BOCES, you're better than BOCES, or BOCES is for the bad kid, or for the dumb kid. Shame on us for that. Shame on us as a state for thinking that. Shame on us. That kid who's 24 years old with a college degree, who's working at Starbucks, his other friend who went to BOCES, that guy's a plumber. That guy's making at least $80K a year, if not more, and has no debt. Well, for a dumb kid, he sounds pretty smart to me. That's all I'm saying. That kid, that sounds pretty smart to me. We need tradesmen in this state desperately. Desperately. The average tradesman in New York State is over 50. Wow. That should not be the average. I'm happy if you're a 50-year-old tradesman. I'm 50. I like 50-year-olds. It's fine. But I'm unhappy that's the average. The average is like 30, 35, something like that, so they can actually train people. You're not finding that. There's no one to train. You need businesses I hear all the time who say, I would love to grow. I can't find the bodies. I can't find the people to do the work. Yeah, because we're all told a lie and shoved into college. And then now the kids are 28, 29 years old going, God, I just want to build houses. Why did I waste 10 years of my life on this school stuff that I hated? And then they learn trades at 25, 27, 28. Then they're a truck driver. Then they're a mechanic. At 28, we just threw 10 years of their life away for nothing. That's our current system. Throwing 10 years away for nothing on a lie. College is not the only answer. It is an answer. If you want to go, go and be ready. If not, go be a tradesman. Nothing wrong with that. Now you go 2 years, you either have a license or you're ready for an apprenticeship, depending on what trade you're in. But you're ready to rock and roll. People can hire you. Fourth option, get a job. 16, go get a job. Go to work. Why are you worried about this? I worked at 16. Some of you worked at 16. Was it horrible? No. Learn what it means to have a work ethic. Do that. Learn what it means to have a boss. Understand that when your boss says show up at 8, doesn't mean 9:30. It means 7:45. You know how many times I've heard people tell me, Larry, I will hire anybody with a work ethic? They don't say 10 years experience, college degree. They say anybody with a work ethic. If I tell them to be there at 8 o'clock and I open the door and they're there, they're hired. Because they can't get people to show up when they tell them to show up.
That's true.
All the time. Be here at 8 o'clock for your interview. The kid shows up at 9:45. I thought you meant early in the morning. And if you've been hiring, you know I'm telling the truth. Any manager know it's true? Yeah, you see it. Yes, you're not the only one. That's true. Look, I'm the only candidate telling you what's actually happening in our world. I'm the only candidate telling you how we can fix it. I'm not going to sit here and pacify you and placate you and pander you. We have to invest in our teen students or whatever garbage they tell you, which is nothing but a lie. When they tell you invest or fund, what they mean is tax. Don't take that lie that they invest or fund as magic money. It's your money. I'm not saying invest or fund. I'm saying change. I don't want to put more money into a garbage system. I want to fix that system. That's how I think. I'm an entrepreneur. I don't get to make money magically. What I have what I have. I gotta make more money with that, what I have. I gotta fix my own internal system. We can do that. Last thing you do, okay, go start a business. I don't mind. Do it. Go. But Larry, how are we gonna pay for it? Do this again. How are we gonna pay for it? And they're only 16. Larry, they're only 16. Good. Make your mistakes at 16. A lot of countries do it that way. Europeans have systems like that where they start at 16. South America has a system like that where they start at 16. Your cost of failure at 16 is minimal. Your cost of failure at 26, a whole lot higher. And a lot of kids right now are 20-something, and they're failing, and they're heading back home to mom. And it's costing them a lot in their psyche, financially, romantically, everything. They're paying in every way, shape, or form because they have to go home to mom at 16 and at 26 and not 16. We have a crew of people, a slew of people in the state. The state, you ask them, the 20-something, do you feel like an adult? Over half say no. Adulting is a thing.
Wow.
That shouldn't exist, but it is. You're allowed, because you know it's true. That's a thing, adulting.
We talk about it every night.
Yes, and that shouldn't be a thing, but it is. I can't change parenting, but I can change the environment, and I will. How do I pay for it? Here's how. I was a Marine. We got a Marine Corps, I got a GI Bill. The GI Bill gave me X dollars and X number of years to spend it. We're going to do $20,000 and 7 years to spend it. Enjoy. Go. Here's what I promise you. Prep schools will pop up like there's no tomorrow. Trade schools will pop up like there's no tomorrow. Guess how much they cost for 2 years? $20,000. Because that's what comes from the government. They will do it. We have to pay for it, we will. But here's the best part. How do I know that will happen? Because it's guaranteed government money, which means they'll get loans. So I know that banks love guaranteed money. They will absolutely give loans for that. And that will be going to happen, build up. But it's the best part. We as the kids and parents, we choose the school. We choose the school. Much better. You have better schools. But it's the best part of all of this. In the schools are people who want to be there. Imagine the teacher, 11th, 12th grade. Everyone in that classroom wants to be there. Imagine imagine that environment, totally different environment, for both the students and for you. Now hold on, we're paying $20,000 for 2 years. Right now in New York State, we pay $22,000 per year per kid. With this plan, we pay $10,000 per school, per kid, per year, for those last 2 years. It's a savings of $12,000 per kid. There are over 400,000 11 and 12th graders in New York State right now. That's over $4 million. It's over $4 million. I actually got all my federal funds back, plus more, and I can eliminate a bunch of administrators, providing a surplus to all school districts. All the school districts can get a surplus and provide better service and have happier kids, happier teachers, happier parents. This is a fundamental change in the system. Total and absolute fundamental change in the system. I'm the only candidate who has any way of doing this, the only candidate who has any answers. And if I make an error somewhere, there's a tweak you need to make, I'm happy being wrong. Please help me. Let me tweak it. If I miss something, if we have to have a rule on how big the classes are, tell me. I'm in. Let's do that. If we've got to find a way to help the middle schools move forward, let's do it. I'm in. Let's make those shifts. I'm happy to do it. In fact, I'll name the plan after you. You can have all the credit. Anybody happen to see me in the Joe Rogan interview? We did okay. In that interview at the end, he said, Larry, these are great ideas. Oh my God, you gotta lock them down He said, well, people will take them. What was my response? Do it, take them. Please, take all my ideas, I'll go home. I'm fine. I want a new New York. I want a better New York. I want happy New Yorkers. I don't want to have to move. I want to fix this state so that every one of you says, I can't wait, I'm so happy to live in New York. I never want to leave, and I want my friends to come back. That's what I want. You can all have it. Take all my ideas. So that's the actual plan. It's a secondary view. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Only in validation of the plan, a lot of schools, I know at least 10 in New York City alone, are doing this already.
Yes.
The final 2 years of high school are for associate's degree credits.
Yep,
So they're
absolutely. They're already doing it. In fact, my daughter is in a Columbia prep school.
Oh.
So I get it. I mean, she's literally in a school to prep herself for Columbia. This is already happening. Why do I say it? Right now, though, it's a two-tiered system, right? Which is unfair. And I talk about everybody being happy. Right now, the current system works. It's a two-tiered system. And if you're in a system, you know this. There are two levels of students. The student that can afford a tutor, and the student who cannot. The one who can afford a tutor does well and gets in good schools. The one who cannot, does not, and struggles. That's the current system. That's unfair. I give my daughters tutors. Right after I give them tutors. Why? I know that's the current system. And that's a bad thing. Right? My daughter couldn't have gotten that school without tutors. And all her friends who didn't have tutors, they didn't get in good schools. That's how the system works now. And that's wrong. I want a system to where you don't have to have a tutor. Where does it matter where you come from? You don't have to spend extra money. You can just get to a good school if you want to get in. You're exactly correct. It's already happening. And I think the trade schools happening in Europe already. Right? Particularly in countries that have a good middle class right now. Czech Republic, Germany. These are two countries that used to still rock and roll. They have manufacturing in their countries now. Why? They have a strong trade industry. People leave at 18 and can work in small industry. They have a labor force that can do the work. And there's lots of people who want to do that work. I don't care, to be fault with you. I don't care if you're educated or highly educated or not very highly educated. That's not my concern. My concern is you're happy. If you like education, stay in school forever. That'd be awesome. I hope you can. If you want to get out there and fix cars, please fix cars. Do what makes you happy to where you get home at night and go, I'm happy, I had a good day, life is good, and you share that with your family and your friends. That's what I want. It's irrelevant to me, anything else. I want you to be happy. Pursue your happiness. Now to your specific issue. I'm going to give the local communities a whole lot more leeway. And I mean a lot. I mean, my only string attached to money that goes to a school district is only one thing. And that is transparency. That's it. You want to end bad behavior? Here's the answer. Shine a light on it. You shine a light on bad behavior, that behavior can go away. It goes away. Because of all of a sudden I see that, well, this school district has 35 kids per class. This one has 25. This one's failing. We change. We change. People see it. What are you doing? Right? You have a school board that is accountable. You have local people who are accountable. You don't have a board of regents which is not accountable. Board of regents is not accountable. Board of regents is a disaster. It should be one thing only, a repository for information. That's it. They should have no other power or control at all, at the college level or K through 12 level. The Board of Regents should have zero power at all. None. No power. It's another one of those boards that His Majesty King Andrew puts up to reward his cronies, to reward his friends, his party loyalists. You think I'm joking? Look at this real fast. I'm going to look off for a second. Every one of the guys and gals who've been arrested, indicted, convicted for corruption, every one of them is on some type of board or committee or authority. Every one of them. These things are literally petri dishes for corruption. That's all they are. Sprinkling money, corruption grows. Every single time. How do you know this? This is how you know it. These guys are going to jail. Have any of you seen what the defense is? When they go to court? Anybody say defense?
No.
It's, I did it. Everyone does it. That's the defense. I want you to imagine for a second. Imagine. I accuse you of murder. And you go, Larry, I'm going to court. I go, okay, so you're not guilty? You go, oh no, I did it. What? You go, yeah, I killed the guy. You killed him. Totally killed him. So killed him. So you did kill the guy. Yes. So you're not going to court. No, go to court. Why do you go to court saying you killed the guy? Why would any of you go to court and say you killed the guy? Because you thought it was righteous. You thought you did it for the right reason. You would only go to court saying you actually killed the guy if you thought you were doing the right thing, saving someone's life, defending yourself, something like that. You would never go to court saying you killed somebody that wasn't in your own mind somehow right. You would never do that. Nobody would. They go to court saying, yes, I took the money. They say that. I did it. Why would you do that? Because you believe, how can you put me in jail when that's the only way to get things done? How can you put me in jail when everybody's doing it? That's the current environment we have right now. Filled with boards and cronyism, and one hand washes the other. That's the way it works now. Why in the world would you, as a voter, keep voting that in? You can't expect the two guys running, the literally career politician that a Republican is, and the literally career politician Democrat is. You can't expect them to change this system. This is their system. This is all they know. You are asking them to burn their own house down. Not going to happen ever. You need somebody who doesn't know the system, who isn't part of the system. You're looking at that guy right now. Did I at least answer your question? Or no? If I did, no, you did. Okay, so ask it again to make sure.
I'm not comfortable that you answered the question. Because, in fact, it goes back to your issue of corruption. Right? We know that DOE does not build enough school seats for high school.
Correct, yes.
Because they plan for kids to fail.
Yep.
The plan for them to fail is to make sure that they do poorly in middle school.
Yep.
So, how do you stop the plan for them to do poorly in middle school and to shine the light on them?
Absolutely.
So that we could have more kids graduate?
Here are the two issues I want to bring up. Number one, locally it's very hard for me as governor to stop that. It's very hard for me to go, don't do that. It's very hard. But I can, and there's two ways. Number one is generic, and the other one is specific. Generically, I will have what's called the Office of Transparency. What does that mean? Have you ever tried to do a FOIA request? Yeah, you're laughing. Yes, you're laughing. It doesn't work, does it? Yeah, it doesn't work. Everyone that doesn't work. Yes, constantly stop. Yes. I will have the Office of Transparency. When you tell me that, you will get your information. That's its entire job, to make everything transparent. I focus on transparency all the time. You do a FOIA request, it doesn't get answered, you call my Office of Transparency, it gets answered. It gets answered. If it doesn't, I start sending state police in. I'm not joking. It gets answered. You will get your FOIA request answered. That will happen when I have Office of Transparency. That's a generic piece. Now specifically, when you tell me these things, I will literally use the bully pulpit and say, guys, why is this happening right now? I will tell the press this. I will embarrass them personally. Remember, I don't have a career to protect. I will literally say, Superintendent, why is this happening on ABC News? I will do that. I'm telling you that now. And people are upsetting me. I'm telling you now, I will do that. So, first, I will make things transparent. Second, I will say things. Once I say things, and I'm transparent, it's then up to you to get your local school districts to stop. It's up to you then to tell your mayor to stop. Does that make sense? I will give you all the ammunition required. You have to take the hill. Does that make sense? That I will absolutely do. The same you talked about also. I will give you all the ammunition required. You must take the hill. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Awesome. Go ahead.
Do you have any thoughts on election reform in New York State?
Yeah, but not that much before we're here. The reason why I'm not that concerned is because not enough people care yet. 60 to 70% of New Yorkers don't vote. People don't realize that. We will have over 7 million New Yorkers who probably won't vote this year. The reason why we don't have election reform, it's going to sound horrible, not enough people care. And I know it sounds bad, I'm being full with you. Not enough people care. I can reform elections all day long. New Yorkers don't care. How do I know that? Literally, the last election we had, what, 3.5? The last time it was a non-presidential, 3.5 million New Yorkers voted, something like that. There are 18 million New Yorkers, give or take. About 12 million are eligible to vote. About 10 million are actually registered to vote. And you get 3.5 million to vote. They don't care. I want to make New Yorkers care more first. When they care more, then I'll jump on that. It's one of my issues, it's just not a priority. I want New Yorkers to care more first. If they believe there can be change, they'll start coming out to vote. If they start coming out to vote, then we'll work on that. Does that make sense? At least I know it wasn't the perfect answer. I'm sorry, I don't pander, guys. I apologize.
No, that works for me.
Okay, good. Thank you. Go ahead.
Just getting back to the education question.
Can you please speak up? I can't hear you.
I'm sorry, just getting back to the education question. When I grew up in District 8 in Pelham Bay, there was a real disparity because Hunts Point and Sound were the same school district as Pelham Bay and Bronx next. So when it was more localized, the school board was dominated by Pelham Bay and Bronx next because they couldn't vote. And people in Hunts Point at that time actually could vote also. But it's become much more immigrant. What would you think if things were returned to a much more localized level of immigrants being able to vote in local elections?
Immigrants, though, but they are...
Non-citizens being able to vote in their local...
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of non-citizen voting. No, I'm not a fan of non-citizen voting. No, I'm not. That's not who I am. You're a citizen, you vote. You're not a citizen, you don't vote. I know that makes some of you unhappy, but no, I'm not a fan of non-citizen voting. What I want to do is the immigrant community, I get it. The immigrant community has to have enough citizens in the immigrant community to support those who are non-citizens, and also promote themselves effectively to the people who aren't part of the immigrant community to want to support them. But to be forward, again, the transparency piece will still exist. So if there is a minority being hurt or crushed, or the reverse, I'm already taking over or doing something bad, we'll know that. And if we know that, I'll champion the people who are being hurt. Remember something, currently how it works. The governor right now says, elections have consequences. I won, therefore I will enforce my will upon all of you. And the local people are enforcing the king's will. My job as governor is very different. My job is to protect the rights of the individual against the local bullies. Against the local bullies. That's who I am. Look, Democrats want to be your mom and give you everything. Republicans want to be your dad and protect you everything. I want to be your brother. You love me. You don't want to live with me. But you love me, and that's fine. When you get rides to the airport, I'm there. I want to be the guy who helps you out. When you call me up and go, Larry, you know, there's an immigrant community right now in the Bronx that is being completely just overrun. I go, really? Let's check it out. That's what I do. I want to be that guy. Because there's no way in the world I can stop everybody from being oppressed. But can I step in when I see it? Yes, I can. And right now that doesn't happen. If you've seen it, that does not happen now. There are lots of people being oppressed, and the government doesn't care. How do I know that? We have a rash of suicides in this entire nation. I don't see him doing anything. I don't see him caring about suicides from our corrections officers. I don't see him caring about suicides from our farmers. I don't see him caring about suicides from our veterans. I don't see him caring about suicides from people in trust in the family court, the father's rights movement. I don't see him caring about suicides from all those people. I do. I bring up all those issues all the time because that's what matters to me. Happy people don't commit suicide. I care about happy people. That's what I care about. So if they're being oppressed, here's what I promise you. But look, she's taping me now. I'm being recorded right now. I'm saying right being recorded. If they're being oppressed, you call my office, I will be there. That I promise you. Did I at least answer your question?
Yes,
Awesome, good. Sorry, what did you back, please? Yes.
I came here late, but I wanted to say I just dropped off my cousin in the South Bronx. He graduated from Clinton Correctional Facility. I said this before, I was in the Torrey class.
Yep.
He has great skills, like trade skills, and he was in jail for 20 years and got a bad rap, and he's been out for 3 years, but with the violent felonies and all the other felonies on his record, he can't get a job nowhere.
Yep.
So the only thing I can do for him is try to put him on some job, but at the same time, I'm taking the risk at the same time.
Yep.
So I can't legally hire him. So what are you going to do for those type of people?
Absolutely.
Who come out of jail,
Yep.
who really want to do a good thing and don't want to go back, rob and steal and come back into the system.
Absolutely. There are several things we can do. The first thing we can do is, when it comes to a small business, 15 people or less. If you are a small business, 15 people or less, and you hire a felon, I want you to pay no payroll tax for the first 2 years. Yes, no payroll tax for the first 2 years. Now, why is that? Why do I pick that specifically? Because general rule, if you have 15 employees or less, you hire like this. It's you talking to the person. You hire like this. If you're bigger than that, you tend to hire through process. Right? A process is a checkbox. Doesn't have this, gone. But the individual will talk. They'll talk to your brother and see if it makes sense. They'll ask, how long have you been out? 3 years? Oh, you haven't committed another crime? Maybe you're real. Maybe this guy's shot. Number one. But I'm not doing. We do that, people will tell me. Well, I do that. Then there'll be small businesses, and all they'll do is just hire felons for 2 years and kick them out. And they're hiring felons, they never pay, payroll tax. Good! Oh my God, you're training my felon force. Please do that. I hope you all choose that as your business model. It costs us $77,000 per year to keep someone in prison. I'm going to lose $4,000 in payroll tax? Deal! Deal! I'm going to lose $5,000 in payroll tax? Deal! I'll happily lose that. My God, and for a small business owner, that $34,000 over several employees adds up. And what you also know is, if you have someone who's a felon, if you've been around felons, my mother was a felon. If you've been around felons, after 3 months, if they don't steal or walk away, they're staying. It's about a 3-month decision, that's about it. If you're a bad guy felon, and there are some bad guy felons out there, if you're a bad guy felon, within 3 months, you're either leaving or stealing. If you're not that guy, after 3 months, you're staying. And guess what? You're going to be a real loyal employee. Because someone gave you a chance. You are going to be a real loyal employee. Your boss is 8 o'clock, you're there 7:30 every day.
5 a.m.
You're there 5 a.m., thank you, every day. You're not losing that job. That's correct. I know my mom was a felon. I know how that works. That's how that works. So I talk about that and said, next, we have to have a way of expunging records at a certain period of time. And we don't. Yes, we have to. Yes, once someone, here's the issue, and I think this